Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna. For those of you who are new here, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be doing Ever's Color Corner 12 Pencil Challenge. Sorry, I had to think about all the things. And if that is of interest to you, please stay tuned. Okay, so Miss Evers of Evers Color Corner here on YouTube recently did a 3-part series on how she used 12 Mondo Llama pencils in one of her Kerby books. And I said that I would totally be down for that, and it seems like a fun challenge, and those are the kind of challenges I like. I don't have a problem picking a book off a shelf and choosing a picture, but I like adding a sort of game element to it. And then I was scrolling Instagram today, and she had tagged me, so of course I looked at the tag, and she's doing another 12-piece color pencil in a Kerby book. And then she's like, Johanna, are you gonna join? And I'm like, oh no, you didn't. And it made me laugh so hard that I immediately messaged her like, girl, that made me laugh. And I mean, I'm not scared. It wasn't like I was going to avoid doing this and mentioning it ever again. I wasn't going to do that. But I know what I am not going to do is just because of the amount of pencil work required in a Kerby book, I'm going to have to do a little bit of a cheat and use pencils that I know that they feel good. Because for me, it's actually more important on how a pencil feels on a page than it does for the color or payoff or pigment or whatever. So I'm going to be using my Brut Funners, and I'm actually going to be doing an element of a challenge, but we're going to pick we're going to pick a page first, because I've been thinking about this in my head. We're going to pick a page, and then we're going to pick colors, but the colors are going to be very specific, and I'll show you what I mean by that in just a bit. So I have 2 Kerby books, Worlds Within Worlds and Mythomorphia, and I cannot do a 2-page spread. That's just not going to happen. I've already done this one right here. I'm leaning towards this or this one, and I think it might be easier instead of me flipping through the book. Is that all of the pages? Oh no, you gotta flip it. She's doing a snail one, but that must be in a different book. Yeah, because I am absolutely not doing a 2-page spread. Not going to happen. Not all in pencil anyway. I kind of like that one with the clock. Yeah, so none of these or the snail picture. I think she's working out of Mythomorphia. Maybe. I don't know. After I saw my name, I'm like, wait, what? So let's do the same in here. Now this could actually go for something Halloween-y. I'm not going to finish this in this video. I'm not even going to finish this today. This one's actually kind of scary. I know, that's a contender right there. I don't want to do Medusa. I'm not in the mood for Medusa. 2-page spreads. 2-page spreads. Lots of 2-page spreads. I kind of like her too, the Dryad. Although I think the Ogre would be interesting. Let's see. I think the Ogre or the Clock. I think the Clock would be safe. I think the Ogre, because this will be finished in October, might be the one. Yeah, because I kind of want to do the Clock, so that makes me want to do that one. I know, it doesn't make sense, but it makes sense to me. So we're going to do an Ogre page. Yay, go us. So let's find it. Okay, it's this page right here. It's a ton of detail. I'm not crying, you're crying. Okay, so let's pick some pencils. Now, it's going to be a very specific way that I'm going to pick these pencils. I'm not going to look at the picture and pick the pencils. Let me show you what I mean. So I did pick up some more Black Widows. Those are these here. These are my Mythomorphia skin tone colors that I picked up secondhand from my friend Susie. And then all of the rest of these are all Brutfunners. It's the square barrel 120 count. And the way that we're going to pick colors, and we're going to pick up to 12, is if you can see these, and already this is going to be problematic because these are metallic. I don't use them. Any of these squared off pencils have never been sharpened. So yeah, that's how we're picking a color palette, people. We're gonna pick unsharpened pencils because of course I've used all the greens. Of course I have. We've got a blue, yay. We've got 2 more blues. We've got another, oh, okay. Well, this is going to be a blue ogre. 2, 4, 6, 7. Squared off pencil there and there and there. If we pull more than 12, then we'll start eliminating. I was hoping we wouldn't have 12. Those are all sharpened, all sharpened. Sad about the greens, because if we have 12 pencils, we have no go. We are a no go. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Jeez Louise. All right. Okay, well, let's look at the picture. Well, we don't actually need a green. Okay, I am probably going to introduce a yellow. So the question is, let's look at this palette, this exquisite palette. And I don't have swatches of these. I mean, clearly they're not sharpened, but I don't swatch anything. So we're going to just go on faith that the pencil tip and the barrel are very similar. Those metallic pens, yeah. We're going to use them. That's the challenge. And so I don't know if I want that sort of orangey yellow or if I want more of that yellow. I think that one will pop more. I mean, honestly, look at that. It's hilarious to me. Okay, so let me sharpen some pencils. Maybe cry in a corner, and I'll be right back. Okay, so as you can see, they're all sharpened. Honestly, they're not that bad. The metallics are the ones that are going to throw me off a little bit, I'm sure. And you're wondering, well, why aren't your pencils sharpened? I don't use a pencil, or I don't sharpen a pencil until I use it. I know specifically with the Brutfunners, I have to sharpen them. I've been able to get away with some of my other pencils of not sharpening because they come sharpened, or at least all the ones that I have purchased. And some of them, there is a coating, the Brutfunners especially, and you need to sharpen that away. That makes sense. Some of them I've been able to use straight out the box. And so, yeah, if I can save some of my pencils, I will. And the conventional thing is to swatch all of these in the back. I'm not going to do that. So really it comes down to, we've got 2 main elements on the page. We've got the ogre and we've got his armor and weaponry. And so we've got mainly blues and purples. So what's going to be what? Oh. Let's do someplace inconspicuous. Because conventional wisdom would say to use the metallics on the armor, but I don't want to do that. can always build up. So let's put this purple. Oh, I guess he's going to be purple. Yeah, I kind of like those two colors together, and then we can bring some shading in with some of the darker tones. So let me put a big swatch on there. I don't know that there will be a background. My go-to would be Distress ink, but I only want to use the 12 pencils. So we shall see. Okay. And so if we do any of his markings in that brown, maybe bring some shading in with this little darker purple. Well, not the brown, I think that's actually a gold. And it's not as dark as I'd like it to be. And that's pretty vibrant, but maybe we can tone it down with some of this. Because I'm actually not getting a ton of metallic. So it's pulling more tan than anything. That's not bad. Okay, so we've tried all of our purples. Sweet, I will continue on with that. So let's start with the blues. Maybe some of the Under Armour can be the lighter blues, and then the Over Armour can be the darker blues, because orange and blue are opposite in the color wheel. In theory, if I work those two together, I'll get sort of a gray tone. So I could use that to kind of shade if needed be, because that in here might be necessary. So let's do some of these pieces in the blue. And then we can test out some of the other blues just to see where they are. Okay, that's a good base right there, because I can do these pieces on top in a different color and then consider all of this in a different color. We shall see, but just so I mark some of that out, let's do the yellow, which is a nice vibrant yellow. So that's good. And we're going to try some of the orange on top. Now I like having tons of different shades of colors. That's why I usually buy bigger sets, because I don't like to blend to get colors. But part of the challenge is inherently this kind of thing, where if you only have 12 pencils, then what can you do with it? And while it's not my norm, it does make it fun, and it does make a challenge. So it's definitely, to me, worthwhile. Okay, so under here, if we put some of this, yeah, it just kind of dulls it out. Okay, and if up here, and this is how I'm testing. To me, I'm not going to waste arm power, if you can call it that, by testing in the back with the various combinations. We're just going to figure it out as we go along. definitely brings that color orange up. It definitely brings it down. So it's just figuring out which way we want to go. Oh, see, now I would have thought this would have been a more teal blue, but it's pulling like a true blue to me. I'm not mad at that. Okay, and I'm not going to do layering right now. I just really want to see what these colors look like. Oh no, see, now this is more of a true blue. Like one of your primary color blues, and that one definitely pulls dark. So even though to me they look well, no, this one seems a little cooler than this one. This we're going to be able to use as a shader. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, okay, I see you. Okay, and what haven't we used yet? We haven't used these two. So let's put these in these machinery things. And I think the Brut Funners work really well on this paper. Okay. I don't know if that's his hair or what that is, but we're going to do all of them that way. And that's our base color. That's not actually that far off from this one. We can certainly use this as a shader. And then this one seems kind of bright. It's fine. So any of the bottom pieces, we can put this. Maybe we should put darker, have it recede, so that those things kind of pop up. We don't have a very dark color. None of these are going to pull very inky. So while we can gray some things out just by using different colors, I don't know if we're going to be able to have things recede as much as I'd like. I'd probably pull in like a black or a cool gray or something. Although that's definitely helping. Yeah, so it's an interesting effect. It'll work. Yeah, that definitely pops up now. Pop up even more. Because this essentially is going to be our highlight color. Does make it a bit green, but we're trying to go for that whole highlighted look. Oh, that's not bad, guys. Look. That's not bad at all. Okay, so I'm thinking that's going to be our palette. This is going to neutralize things quite a bit. We're going to make him purple. Armor is going to be yellow and blue. Not sure if there's going to be a sky element. And I kind of want a black marker to marker out the bird. But we're not going to do that. I don't think we're going to do that. But yeah, so this is my progress that we've done so far. We've tested out some colors. We've chosen a color palette. It is a 12 color pencil challenge. I will keep these to the side so I don't get these mixed up with any other thing. Let me know if you're interested in seeing more of the progress on this. Otherwise, I will just color on my own and then include it in the completed pages. Evers, game on, sweetie, game on. Well, that's it for me for now. And as always, aloha.